Hello friends, welcome back. Today we will going to discuss about the unit number 3rd, electrical network parameters and passive filters. And in that unit, first we will see the two-port network. The two-port network is very important topic in electronics as well as in power electronics and much more applications in engineering. In this video and my next 4 to 5 videos, we will deeply studies about the two-port network. First, it will be the Z, Y, ABCD and hybrid parameter, means the impedance, admittance, hybrid parameters that we will learn about it. Then next is the conversion of the one parameter to the other, means Z to Y, Y to ABCD, H parameter to Z. In this way we will see the conversion of the one parameter to the other. Then condition of the reciprocity, the condition for the reciprocity and the symmetry. Then two-port network connected in series, parallel, cascade configuration, and based upon that all the point see we will see in previously, based upon that numerical problem we have solved at finally. Then every point we will learn in my previous video. Also you enjoying my previous video, what, why and where. These three questions will be arises in our mind. What the two-port network, why we will study the two-port network, and where it is used actually. That three questions is always arises in our mind. So we find out the answer. What is the port? A port is the pair of the terminal in an electrical network. In an electrical network or the circuit, an external circuit. Here is the external circuit. Means for here basically it is the pair of the entry. Means it is the pair of the entry, means where actually you are able to apply the input voltage and current is flowing through the network. This is basically the network where there are the two input ports, and from that two input port we are able to apply across the voltage V. Here is the voltage V, and the current is able to flow through the circuit. Means basically there are the two parameter is much important in the port. There is a voltage and current, and there is some internal resistance should be occurred. Here is the internal resistance, and that internal resistance will be shown here, the internal resistance R. Then we move towards, this is the port of the pair of the terminal which connecting an electrical network or circuit by externally, which is called as the port. Then we move towards the two-port network. A two-port network is an electrical network having the two pairs of the terminal to connect it to an external circuit. Here is the one pair of the terminal. Here there are the two pair of the terminal. Means here is the input port and here is the output port. Means there are the two pair of the terminals. One is for the input port, one is for the output port. And for here the voltage V1 is able to apply across the input circuit, and due to this voltage the current is able to flow through into the network, which is called as the input port. Means a pair of the terminal where we are able to apply the input voltage. Due to that the power supply and EMF, the current is flowing into the system, which is called as the input port. Then there is the one at the externally, there is the output port. Means where you want to getting the voltage drop across the network, and due to that the current is flowing into the network, which is called as the output port. Means there are the two port network, the electrical network having the two pair of the terminal to connect an external circuit, with one pair of the terminal at the input, which is called as the input port, and other output port, output is called as the output port. Then why we will learn the two-port network? Knowing the parameters of the two-port network enables us to treat is a black box. Means any circuitry within that black box, and when it is embedded with the larger network, thus making the analysis of the network, which is the very easy. That's why we are necessary to learn the two-port network. Means whatever the questions will be arises in our mind, why the learn the two-port network, because knowing the parameters of the two-port network enable treat as the black box. When it is embedded with the larger network, thus making the analysis of the network is very easy. That's why we learn the two-port network. Then where is to be used? The third question is arises in our mind. Where is to be used the two-port network? One is for the communication, second is for the electronics, third is for the control system, and fourth one is the power system. Means this is the basic major area where to use the two-port network. Then there are the different approaches to the two-port parameters. Basically in the two-port network there are the four variables. There are the one is for the input voltage, input current, output voltage, output current. Means these are the very important four parameters and which is associated with the two-port network. The two of these variables can be expressed in terms of the other two variables. Thus there are the two dependent variables and two independent variables. The number of the possible combinations is generated by the four variables taken into the time in 6. So there are 6 possible sets. Here there are 6 possible sets of the equation, and basically here there are 6 different parameters. First is the Z parameter. In this Z parameter, your expression is, your equation is in the form of the V1, V2 is the dependent parameter, and independent parameter is the current. There is a I1 and I2. In case of the short circuit admittance, or Y parameter, where I1 and I2 is the dependent parameter and V1 and V2 are the independent parameter. So how to write now? V1 which is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2 plus V2 which is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. In this way we write now the equation. Then there are the third parameter. In this third parameter is the ABCD or the transmission parameter. In case of the ABCD or transmission parameter, V1 and V2 are the dependent parameter and V2 and I2 is the independent parameter. So there is an inverse transmission parameter, V2 I2. Then hybrid parameter, there is a V1 I2 is the dependent parameter and I1 V2 is the independent parameter. So inverse hybrid parameter, I1 V2 is the dependent parameter and V1 I2 is the independent parameter. My dear student, here is the approaches of the two-port parameter. Here slightly you understand that the two-port network there are the four parameters: input voltage, input current, output voltage, output current. So there are the four parameters. And in this four parameter we learn about it. There are the different parameters or two-port parameters. There is the Z parameter. There is Z parameter is called as the open circuit impedance parameter, because here V1 and V2 is the dependent parameter and your equation is in the form of the Z11 I1, Z12 I2. So whatever you have to be calculated, your Z11 and Z12, or it may be the Z21 and Z22, your I1 is the current parameter. Once you have to be taken the current parameter, either it will be short circuited or open circuited parameter. Means every time you have able to open the circuit, either input side or output side. Hence it is called as the inputs open circuit parameter, because once you have to be find out the V1 and V2, these are the voltage drop across that respective components. So it is always open. and in opposite case there is a Y parameter is the short circuit parameter, because current I1 and I2, once you have calculated the current, there is a closed circuit is required, and once it is required the closed circuit, hence it will be short circuited, either input port or output port, and in between that you measure the current, hence it is called as the short circuit admittance and Y parameter. Based upon that the remaining parameters we find out. Then we have seen here, just to take the one review about all the parameters. Here is two port network. In case of the two port network, I1 and V1 input voltage, input current. The V1 here, V1 is able to apply across the input port. Due to that the current is flowing I1. The next is the V2. Here is the V2, and due to the V2 the I2 is the current is flowing into the network. This is the basic construction of the two port network or parameters. Then here is the open circuit parameter, which is called as the open circuit parameter. Why it is called as the open circuit, I have told you here. Here is the open circuit parameter. Then we write now the equation V1, which is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2, and V2, which is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. Then according to the equation, these two are the quadratic equation, and based upon the quadratic equation we write now to find out the value of V1 as well as the V2. Then how to write V1 and V2, which is equal to Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. This parameter will become in this matrix. And here is the independent parameter is I1 and I2. Hence Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2 means here row wise and here is the column wise. You multiply together. Means here is the row wise and here is the column wise. Hence here is the Z11 in this way, Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. Next equation V2, which is equal to Z21 I1 here and Z22 I2. Means in this way we find out the equation in case of Z parameter. V1, which is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. V2, which is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. Then we move towards the short circuit parameter. It is called as the short circuit parameter. Here is the short circuit parameter. Here is the short circuit parameter. Why it is called as the short circuit parameter? Because of this current parameter. Then I1, I2, these are the two parameters, Y11, Y12, Y21 and Y22, these are the Y parameter, and here is the its coefficient is that V1 and V2. Then how to write now the equation? Here I1 which is equal to Y11 V1 plus Y12 V2, and I2 which is equal to Y21 V1 plus Y22 V2. Okay. Then H parameter is hybrid parameter, which is called as the V1 and I2 is the dependent parameter, and V2 I1 or I1 V2 is the independent parameter. So H11 I1 plus H12 V2, I2 which is equal to H21 I1 plus H22 V2. Means again here the row and column, you my dear student, to just keep in mind the row wise and column wise you multiply and add together. Then next is the ABCD parameters. In case of the ABCD, V1 and I1, these are the dependent parameter, and V2 and minus I2, because these are the reverse current is flowing into the network, then V1 which is equal to AV2 minus BI2, and I1 which is equal to CV2 minus DI2. These are the ABCD parameters. Then Z parameter. In case of the Z parameters or open circuit parameter, which is called as the open circuit parameter. Then from this point onwards, we have seen in detail expression about the Z parameters. Then Z parameter of the two-port network may be defined by the expressing the two voltages. There is the V1 I1 and V2 and I2. Okay. Then we move towards the V1 and V2 is the function of I1 I2. Okay, is the function of I1 I2. Then we have right now the equation V1 which is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2, and V2 which is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. Understand, my dear students? Okay. Then we move towards here, we write now in the form of the matrix form. So how to write now in a matrix form? Here is the V1 and V2. These are the two parameters. So V1, V2 which is equal to, in a matrix, Z11, Z12, second row Z21, Z22, and its coefficient is that I1 and I2. So here we write now in commonly V which is equal to Z into I. This is the equation V which is equal to I into R. Means here again we have proved that the basic Ohm's law with the help of the two-port network. Then our intention about that here is to find out this parameter Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. Then how to find with the help of this equation? Suppose we have find out here we consider this is the equation number 1. Okay, here is the equation number 1 and here is the equation number 2. Then from that equation 1 and 2, once we have find out the Z11, then here from that equation Z11 and Z21 at a time. Then what we do here, I1 which is equal to 0. Here I1 which is equal to I2 which is equal to 0, and once we put the I2 which is equal to 0, then we find out Z11 and Z21 because this parameter which is equal to 0. Then once we substitute the I2 which is equal to 0, then Z11 which is equal to V1 upon I1. Means this port should be open circuited, where then here Z11 which is equal to V1 upon I1 when I2 which is equal to 0, then this Z11 is the impedance seen looking at the port 1 dash. So when two port is the open, so it is called as the impedance which is equal to V1 upon I1. Then next Z12, here basically here I2 which is equal to 0, then one more parameter we find out here Z21 which is equal to V2 upon I1 when I2 which is equal to 0. Once we calculated the I2 which is equal to 0, then Z21 is called as the transfer impedance, which is called as the transfer impedance, and it is the ratio of the output voltage, ratio of the voltage at the port 2 to the current at the port 1. Means here is the output voltage and input current. When output current which is equal to 0, this is called as the transfer impedance. And for here the another parameter we find out which is called as the transfer impedance. Then for the second case what we do, I1 which is equal to 0. Once I1 which is equal to 0, then this parameter Z11 I1 and Z21 I1 which is equal to 0. Then we find out easily Z12, and Z12 which is equal to V1 upon I2, and Z12 is called as again the transfer impedance. This is the transfer impedance. It is the ratio of input voltage to the output current when input port is the open circuited. Means here input port is the open circuited, then I1 which is equal to 0, means which is actually what, I1 which is equal to 0. Once I1 which is equal to 0 for this case, due to that the current is able to flow, and hence Z12 is the transfer impedance. It is the ratio of the input voltage to the output current, which is called as the open circuit reverse transfer impedance, which is called as the open circuit reverse transfer impedance. And Z22 which is equal to V2 upon I2, which is called as basically here open circuit output impedance, open circuit output impedance. Z21 is the ratio of output voltage to the input current when output current which is equal to 0, which is called as open circuit forward transfer impedance. And next is the Z11 which is equal to V1 I1 when I2 which is equal to 0, which is called as open circuit input impedance.